See if that fixes it. Are there winter storms in Florida? Heard it's supposed to be bad. Not really. I can't remember a winter storm for the last few years. Okay, it says the bitrate is still pretty low. It looks okay for me right now. But, I mean, I am standing still. Let's see what happens when I try to twist or turn the camera here. Okay, that's not bad. No, that's okay for now. Welcome back. Thank you, Markisaur. As in degrees? Oh. I mean, the coldest I remember it being here during a winter storm was maybe like 40 degrees. Maybe 38, something like that. It's not that bad. Alright, we're back. How long have we been streaming now? Like, we may just have to call it soon today just because it seems like stream keeps breaking, which is unfortunate. But I would like to get further. I've been going for about 2 hours now. Alright. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. 2. We've been going for about 3.5 hours now. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep going. You must push your way left. Okay. Let me know if it starts to get bad again. The stream quality. But I was saying before stream went down that I would not be surprised if all of Dark Souls 3 took place within that castle and maybe within the bell tower behind us. Because the castle looks absolutely massive. So I would not be surprised if it encompassed different environments. Like deep down in the basement, it might be like swampy and poisonous, and like maybe around the middle there's some sort of like town buildings in there and people are living there, and then up towards the peak you have like a Demon Souls-esque boss arena, and like I could see there being different environments within the castle because it's so large. Yeah, keep going. If you stop, I'm going to have to do some work, lol. Marcus says, coldest I experienced here was around below 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Oof. But that was 30 years ago. Fusion says, I only experienced cold when I'm somewhere it's snowing. Other than that, it's usually 60 to 75 daily. Nice. Over here in Florida, it's usually around 90. That's like the average. But that's like outside of winter. And Jamera is here. Hello, Jamera. Welcome on in. Jamera has redeemed Hydrate. Cheers, Jamera. Yeah, 90 is disgusting. 90 and humid. You get used to it, though. You know, being born and raised here is what I am used to. Okay, so did we just go? We just went in a circle. Okay. Okay. We could see the other bonfires we lit in the distance. Okay. So there's a bonfire there. There's a bonfire there. That was the boss arena. Okay. Okay, so that's where we got the item. We had to go right. This just loops around. That takes us back to the entrance. Okay. There's nothing over here, which seems weird. A sticky skin. Scormidex says it is 31 degrees here today, which is about 11 degrees too hot for you. It's insanely hot outside. Oh. Marcus says, hottest here for 2 to 4 days in summer is around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That is quite warm. Yes, I think I did research on it a while ago. And apparently, on average, I think, in the summertime, it's hotter. Oh, I totally missed that item. It's hotter in Florida in the summer than it is in the Sahara Desert. It's just that here in Florida, it's like a swampy, humid climate. And in the Sahara, it's dry. Alright, so now how do I get that without falling to my death? Can I... Oh, that's how. East-West Shield. Oh. Is that better than my current shield, and can I equip it? Let's see. It has lower durability. It has lower physical defense. I meet the stat requirements, though. 8 strength. Oh, okay. So it has lower physical defense, lower fire defense. Yeah, 3 less physical defense, 1 less fire defense, but 7 more dark defense. It also has lower stability. East-West Shield. A wooden shield decorated with the ancient symbol of the 2-headed eagle. Close to a small shield in size. Wooden shields are light, manageable, and offer relatively high magic absorption. Skill, parry. That's the same thing, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'll just keep my blue wooden shield. Who are you? R3 to compare. Oh. Oh, it's probably from this menu, isn't it? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's the trade-off. It's not as strong defensively, but it's lighter by half a pound. I got you, I got you. No, I'll just stick with my blue shield. That's fine. Now, you look different from the rest. You look ready to fight. Oh, you're human. With a katana. Oh. 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 And you've got a lot of stamina. Alright. Alright. Must try again? I will try again. I'm not going to not try again until I beat him. Tukatsunis is here in Brazil. It's summer, and where I live, it's hot as hell. Stream will not end until he dies. Okay. I was going to... My plan was to keep my shield up and just try to deflect everything until he ran out of stamina. And then I was going to try to spam my counters in with the mace, but... That didn't quite work. I feel like maybe I could wait till he gets close and then try to spam a force miracle to, like, make him stagger and then go into attack. But I don't feel like I can really put a lot of faith in that miracle. Because you have to be, like, really close, it seems, for that to work. Now, if I want to do something funny, like cast a guy whose back is to me, like, off a cliff, then yeah, like, that works. But other than that, it doesn't seem like I can really use it for too much. Now, once I eventually replace that with Wrath of the Gods, which I'm pretty sure is in this game, if it works the same way as it does in Dark Souls 1, then that's a totally different story. Wrath of the Gods, it doesn't matter what direction you're facing, it flings people all over the place. If you haven't seen Fighter PL's videos on YouTube, they are worth a watch when you are further in. He trolls the crap out of people with force. It's so funny. Alright. Where are my souls? Oh, it's like the quick draw mechanic there. Ow. This may take a while. I thought maybe my plan there, since blocking with a shield didn't really work that well, was to try rolling into his sword slash, and then maybe I would be behind him, get up, and go for the backstab. But as you can see, that didn't really work very well. So, okay. What's our next strat to try? His katana has a longer reach than my mace. So I feel like I can't just start attacking him first, because he has range on his side. I could try to parry. But I'm usually pretty bad at parrying in most Souls games. I can give it a try, though. We'll see what happens. If I can parry, then I can kill him. Let's see. If he would have just walked off the edge, that would have been hilarious. Nope. Nope. Parry didn't work. Alright. I think I'm just going to attack. I'm just going to run and attack. Took you 5 tries. Just came back to him later with some levels in your bag and another weapon. He's easy at this part of the game if you know what to do. If. Well, I'm not giving up. Oh, wait. Alright, I have an idea. I have another strat. My strat this time is I'm going to two-hand the mace, and then when he starts to come down towards me, I'm going to use the weapon skill, which increases my poise, so he won't be able to stagger me with the katana, and then I'm going to try to spam R1 quick attacks to kill him. It looks like that throne over there is getting bloody. That's weird. Oh, that's right, I'm no longer human anymore. I died. I wonder if that... I don't know. Maybe it always looked that way. You stole my humanity. Okay, so it's going to be L2. Ah! Okay. I did some damage that time. It looks like maybe, though, I can knock him off but do I want to knock him off? If I knock him off, like maybe if I kill him, I get his katana, which I wouldn't use, but I would like it just to add to my weapon collection. It's an Uchi katana. It's a very hard enemy to new players and almost veteran players. How about this strat? You run right at him like a madman and get the high ground. But the high ground is like always... The high ground is always like... bad in Souls games. Let me get my shield back out. Like if you're ranged, if you're using magic or using like throwables or using like arrows, then the high ground is good to have. But if you're melee, usually in Souls games, the low ground is the better position. Because enemies have a hard time aiming diagonally down. Alright. I do like that I died on the stairs over there, but my souls were here, so it made it easier to retrieve them. Oh, he's guarding a door. That's what he's doing. Oh, we did it! Yes! Wow, you're tanky. Can I sidestep around him then? And consistently go for backstabs? Is that the strat? You like low ground in Souls games? Hit them in the ankles, lol. He's awful tanky for someone wearing a tattered rag and nothing else. I agree. Unless he's like a really high level character. Welcome to our Magic Menagerie, Omega Lol. Thank you for the follow. This is my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3. And I have been instructed to try and go after this Uchi katana wielding nearly naked man. And so that is what I am trying to accomplish. I do really like that we don't lose HP. I will say that. I mean, it was cool. Oh, I have another idea. I have another plan. It was cool in, what was it? In Dark Souls 2 when you finally gained that ability at the end of everything, because it felt like you had really earned it. And Dark Souls 3 just kind of giving that to you, like in Dark Souls 1, feels like a little weird, but it is nice. It's kind of like being excited in Dark Souls 1 when you finally earned the ability to warp between bonfires, and then Dark Souls 2 just kind of gives it to you from the very beginning of the game. You know, you don't have that feeling of accomplishment, but at the same time, you're kind of grateful. Okay, so here's my next plan. The strat where we got around behind him wasn't bad, but I want to see, and I don't have a long-range weapon here, so this may not work, but I want to see if I can zone him. I wonder if that's a thing. Where'd he go? Okay, he's still coming. You can do that in Dark Souls 2, where you can zone enemies. I lost where I am now. Okay. You can make it so that eventually they start walking backwards. And when that happens, they basically open themselves up to being attacked. where they won't retaliate. He can parry me with the katana? Ouch. Yes, welcome on in, Megalo. What is your soul's experience? Use the Force, young Padawan. Get parried, yeah. Alright. So what's the strat? Alright, here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna go use the bathroom again, real quick. And then I will be back, and we will continue trying. We are not ending stream until we figure out how to kill the katana guy. Or, you know, unless stream crashes. Burp. Okay, I'm back again. Alright, let's see here what we got going on in chat. If only Orfeo knew the powers of parry. Omega says, is this your first time playing this game, or are you experimenting with something new? This is my first time playing this game. I have played other Souls games in the past. We are on track to playing through, beating, and getting all of the trophies or achievements in all Souls games. With maybe the exception of Sekiro, I'm not sure I'm going to play that one yet. If I do, it'll be the last true Souls game that I play. At least from the Souls games that are currently out right now. So far, we have beaten and gotten the Platinum Trophy, which is to say we got all achievements, in the original PlayStation 3 version of Demon's Souls. We went on to Dark Souls Remastered, beat that. And we just finished up Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. And we also play as a different class in every Souls game. So in Demon's Souls, we played as a magician, relying heavily on magic. In Dark Souls Remastered, we used, for the most part, a straight sword, or some sort of bladed weapon. With some miracles. I would say it was like a balance of 80-85% melee damage, and then like 15-20% miracles. Excuse me. And then Dark Souls 2, we were like a melee build. I would call it the Castlevania build. That's what it was inspired by. Where we relied on whips and throwables. So in this game, we are doing a Cleric build, and I want it to be more of a traditional healer caster role. So we're going for maybe like 60% melee and maybe like 40% miracles, and we will only be using blunt weapons. It's always amazing to watch streamers play Dark Souls for the first time. I agree. Yep. Sometimes you want to scream at them to do a certain thing, but you can't because it kills the magic. I agree. Then he's playing them in the right order. Exactly. Yeah, after this will be Bloodborne. And then we're going to move on to Elden Ring. And then after those, maybe Sekiro. We'll see. Our planned builds for future games. Bloodborne, we're doing a military veteran, which is supposed to be like a warrior build in Dark Souls, from what I've been told. And in Elden Ring, we're going to be a twin dagger wielding bandit or assassin. So I think that's going to be fun. So I like trying to learn different classes and adapt to them over the course of the Soul series. While he's in the bathroom, he's thinking of ways to destroy this naked man. I was, and I came up with a new strat. Nice, unlike some people played Elden first. Respectfully. Hello, Golden Freddy, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Did you wash your hands? I did wash my hands. He will play Sekiro. I'm doing good. This is our first run-through of Dark Souls 3. We're playing as a cleric. And I have beaten the first boss. I think we beat the first boss on our second try. And now we are consistently getting our butt kicked by a nearly naked katana-wielding maniac. But I will keep trying until I beat him. I'm trying out different strats each time. Happy to meet the new player. Thank you, thank you. Sekiro is not a soul. Sekiro is not Souls. It's different. I've been told that as well. It's made by From Software, but it is very different. Strength or Dex? Strength or Dex for what? Then Strength? Oh, for this build. Yeah, so I tried to read through the stats, and I feel like I might be spreading myself a bit thin. I haven't leveled up yet. I don't even know how to level up yet. But I have like this note card here. When I look through the stats, it says main Dark Souls 3 cleric stats. And those are my starting stats. I want to focus on just building up these for now. So, I mean, health is always good with vigor. Attunement is always good for more spell slots, so we can learn more miracles. Endurance for stamina. Faith for stronger miracles, and strength for melee weapons. So that's what I'm thinking. And welcome to our Magic Menagerie, Golden Freddy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. And Charles is here. Hello, Charles. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Welcome to the Magic Menagerie, Vinips? I shall call you Vinny, unless you rather me call you something else. But welcome. Thank you for the follow. Gamer Knight is here. Reed Rankin is here. Hello, everyone. Golden Guy is here. Charles Raid. Hello, Dalai Lama. Oh, I like that name. I didn't get it until I said it. Greetings and salutations. You have defeated the first boss. Yes, I have. Welcome on in, Raiders. Now we're stuck at the naked man. We are. Fully clothed Charles Raid. Nearly naked katana wielder sounds like a try-hard player character from Dark Souls 1. It does. Omega says, yeah, you said you will use a blunt weapon, so it's mostly strength. Yeah, I looked at how the mace scales, and I think it scales by strength to a caliber of a C, and for dex to a caliber of an E. The only reason it's kind of tempting to put points into dex as well is because I read that putting points into dexterity increases the speed at which you can cast spells. And it just says spells, but when it says spells, I'm guessing that like encompasses everything like sorceries, pyromancies, and miracles. So being able to cast your miracles faster, I mean, that sounds nice. But like I said, I really don't want to spread myself too thin. Charles says, I love how seriously Orfeo takes Souls games, as if they are D&D games. And character sheets and everything. I mean, it's an RPG. Yes. Love a good mace. Yes, let us give Charles a shout out. Charles is another Souls streamer, and Charles is also one of my inspirations for having begun the Souls series in the first place. When I first came across Charles' stream, he was streaming one of my favorite games of all time called Anthem. And he gave it a fair shake, and I appreciated that, so I started following him. What I did not know at the time was he was actually a Souls streamer, and he was just experimenting with Anthem. And so he was one of the streamers that I saw go back to playing Souls games, and I heard before that Souls games were punishingly difficult. And I said to myself, you know, I like action RPGs, but I don't want to play a game that's hard just for the sake of it being hard. And so I was always so turned off by that idea because I heard how hard Souls was. And then I watched Charles play some, in addition to a couple of other Souls streamers. And by watching the gameplay, I said, you know, this does look challenging, but it doesn't look unfair. It doesn't look hard for the sake of being hard. It looks like it's trying to teach you, and it rewards you if you take the time to learn and adapt. And that's something I appreciated. That's something that spoke to me as an old school player of Monster Hunter on the PlayStation Portable. And so I gave it a try, and I've been in love with Souls ever since. So there we go. Behold the marvelous Charles Eubanks, a virtuoso of Soulsborne and Scripture. With a wave of their wand, they blend daily KGV readings with Elden Ring escapades. From sipping espresso to traversing the mountain tops of the giants, they conjure a realm where gaming meets grace. Join the Federation for a spellbinding mix of faith, lattes, and lore. And presto, a respectful sanctuary for both lurkers and chatters alike. From one coffee lover to another, cheers, Charles. This is my Starbucks gingerbread coffee. Very tasty. Souls pushes you to get good and doesn't baby you, which is awesome. You always feel like you are achieving something. I agree, Squirmy Duck. Welcome back, Golden Freddy. Marcus says, what? If I fail the boss, I always think it's unfair. Well, you just throw yourself back at him, learn, overcome. You'll get good. You'll do it. He gave it a fair shake, yep. And Fusion has redeemed Hydrate. Very well. Cheers, Fusion. The doesn't baby you part is best, which you most like. Let me pop in my earbuds, if not I can't hear the game, and we'll get back to the Katana guy and our souls. So for those just coming in, again, welcome. I am Orfeo. I stream 5 days a week. Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. On Mondays, it's like a variety day. We can stream just about anything. Right now we're going through Yakuza 0. That was Fusion's suggestion, and it's been pretty cool. Been enjoying it. On Wednesdays, we have a Just Chatting stream going over gaming news, game releases, and community updates. And then on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, we have our RPG Afternoons sessions, during which we play through Souls games, at least at the moment. And yes, this is our very first launch into Dark Souls 3. So I played through Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 2. If I had to arrange the games in the order in which I liked them the most to least, I would say I definitely like Dark Souls 2 the most. I know that might be controversial to hear, but it's true. From there, I'd go Demon Souls, and then Dark Souls 1 last. And so Dark Souls 3 feels very different from all of the other Souls games I've played so far, and how quick it is with its combat. Not bad, just different. So I'm trying to adapt. Squirmidex says, a fair shake of the sauce bottle, like we apparently say in Australia. Oh. We don't, but politicians think it makes them sound relatable, so they say it. Marcus Orr says, at least I've finished my big wish, finishing Dark Souls 2 all bosses. Yes, Marcus Orr has beaten Dark Souls 2 recently as well, and he's also playing Dark Souls 3. Naked Man probably wondering where we are. Welcome to our Magic Menagerie, Samo. Thank you for the follow. Don't let the time of 35 minutes of the stream going fool you. We've been at it for 3 hours. We have. Not at him for 3 hours. But yeah, unfortunately my bit rate went down a bit earlier, perhaps due to the weather. And so we had to relaunch stream. Twice. Dark Souls 2 hype, yes! Well, Godspeed in that endeavor. Sounds like you'll need it. Okay. So the strat I was thinking about trying this time is... I don't know if it'd be worth it, but he is naked, so maybe it would work. Maybe try pelting him with fire bombs. I don't know how much damage he takes from a firebomb, though. So far, we've only gotten lucky at dealing a good little chunk of damage against this guy twice. The first time we locked on, he lunged at us. We walked to the left, got behind him, and did a backstab. That did a good little chunk of damage. And the second time we were somewhat successful, we tried zoning him, because in Dark Souls 2, zoning works very well. And so I tried to walk him all the way down the stairs, and while he was walking backwards, I ran up and I got a combo in, and then I ran back down the stairs, and I tried to do it again, but I messed up, and he comboed me, and that was instant death. So this time, I think I'll try locking on and throwing a firebomb, and just to see how much damage that's going to do. That's not that much. So I'm not going to be able to kill him with firebombs, is what I can see. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I don't know where I'm going here. Oh! I had to go to the right, not the left. Okay. So he follows me for a decent while there. He's wearing only diapers. One shot. Well, it's like 3 shots. Alright, let's try it again. He's relentless. He is. Let's go back, fetch our souls. We also spent a good chunk of time in character creation. I really enjoy the character creator in this game. It's kind of hard to see. I try to make ourselves sort of a stereotypical cleric build, like D&D. I gave ourselves white eyes, pale skin. You look a little divine. And you can't see it, but on his right cheek is a tattoo of writing. It looks like a page of writing. I thought maybe that's sort of like, might be something like a prayer, because it's mentioned in Dark Souls that miracles are actually prayers to the gods, or short stories of the gods, and that you sort of pray by reading those short stories. And it looks like one is just sort of stamped onto his cheek. But that might be, like, appropriate. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Unless he's about to die, and then we can try to maybe finish him with firebombs. Alright. Let's pull him down where we have room to work. We're not going to stay here on the ledge. I thought of maybe trying to cheese him, but I don't think I can cast miracles that quickly. Where I wait for him to get to the edge, run around, and then use the force miracle and send him flying off the side. But what I'm worried is, like, maybe when you beat him, he drops the katana. And if that happens, and I send him flying over the edge, I might send the katana flying over the edge too, and that means no cool weapon for me, so I'm gonna hold off on doing that. Is he coming? Oh, he lost interest. There we go. Alright, so go down, and then go left. Oh, did he fall? Oh. flawless victory. Force Miracle, you have to try that yourself. I mean, I guess that works too. I give it the Congo Rats, Charles. Didn't even make him do it, yeah. Sometimes these NPCs are just stupid. It looked like he was stabbing his sword into the ground. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he tried to lunge at me and he missed, or... Yeah. That was weird. Oh, we beat him. Go back to main menu and load in. You'll get a reward. Ooh, so he does drop the sword. I was wondering about that. It's a Souls thing in dating all the way back from Demon Souls, where if you knock an enemy off a ledge, or even if they just fall off a ledge by accident, there we are. Yes. And then you load back into the game, like you load out and then load back in, that their gear will be set where either they died or where they originally spawned in at. I like the music. Joke's on Orfeo, he drops his rags. He wants it for his chest, yeah. So again, I am only using blunt weaponry and nothing else. Well, you know, and stuff to cast miracles. I don't know why. Try again to log in. There we go. Continue. But similar to Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2, I do want to collect as many unique items as I can, just to collect them. And so it would be cool if we could collect his rags or collect his katana and just like keep that in our storage just to have it for keepsake. There it is! The Uchi Katana, Master's Attire, and Master's Gloves. Oh. It took us a few tries, but now I can say that I beat this katana-wielding maniac at my starting level without taking a single hit. I just won't go into details about how I beat him. What have we? There we go, the Uchi Katana. A unique katana characterized by the fine craftsmanship of an eastern land where it was forged. The finely sharpened blade cuts flesh like butter and causes bleeding, but breaks easily as a result. I have seen that the durability of items is a lot better in Dark Souls 3 than in Dark Souls 2. Skill Hold. Assume a holding stance to rapidly execute a lunging slash with normal attack, or a deflecting parry with strong attack. That happened to us. I tried to spam the mace, and he parried my mace, and then counterattacked me. That was funny to see. What else? Master's Attire. Oh, these look like the prisoner's rags from Dark Souls 2. A terribly worn shirt. Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the raggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger, and I danced between flurries of blades, unscathed. But alas, my clothes went to tatters. Oh, to tatters! That's what they were called in Dark Souls 2, Prisoner's Tatters. I don't think that's a shirt anymore, I agree. Hitless run continues, 0 deaths. Ooh, yeah, don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. I did get the first boss on my second try, though. Let's see. Dirty diaper drop. The pleasant thing that happened to me, says Charles, is I did my 12-hour stream and found I love the game Lunacid. Nice! It's always great when you can experiment with a new game and then find out that you really get into it, sort of like I did with Souls. Katana Man cheeses himself. Thanks for the clip, Fusion. Or if we'll get from rags to riches. I hope so, Markysaur. Fairly certain we will. And congratulations, Charles, on the 12-hour stream. I think it must be he just drops both, but I didn't know what he dropped, lol. Lunacy is a very pleasant experience indeed so far. I think you'd like it too. Okay. Master's gloves. Terribly worn manchettes. These look like prisoner gloves. Alright, so... what were you guarding? Firelink Shrine. Does not open from this side. Ah. Is that an... ooh, that is an item back there. Okay. I thought maybe that was a, just the way the light was glinting off the stone back there. But no, that's an item. Okay. I wonder if the katana guy respawns. I would think not, since we got his items. I guess he's like a mini-boss. The only thing we haven't explored yet, up to this point in the game, is there was a developer message early on, before our first boss encounter, that said turn back. And I was like, oh. Well, I mean, if the devs say to turn back, I guess I should turn back. But I would like to go back to that area eventually. Reading every item description in the game, I wish to go back in time to experience this glory again. Well, that's one of the nice things about seeing someone play a game for the first time. You know, when you replay a game, you can always get a deeper appreciation for its various elements, its story, its soundtrack, its gameplay. But you can never have that awe moment that you had when you first encountered something. But when you watch someone else stream a game for the very first time, you can sort of get some of that back by viewing it through their eyes. GG on the outside activities. Thank you, Fusion. It's been so long since my first playthrough, I need to do another lore run of every game now. Someday. I would be eager to see that, Charles. Alright, so we haven't been in here yet. Fusion said to do everything outside before we went inside. So I guess now we're going to go inside. Like the music. Looks like there are different thrones here. Oh, item on the rafters. Okay. I wonder if that's an enemy or if that's a crestfallen. This is lovely music. It's more somber than the music of Majula back in Dark Souls 2. This reminds me of the Nexus, if this is the hub world. The Nexus was a large, towery structure. Uh-oh. What was that? Hello? Oh, maybe this is not a safe location. That sounds like someone smacking their weapon against a wall. Andre?
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine.
From Dark Souls 1!
As a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust? A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms.
And good legs.
Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
It's good to see you again, Andre. True, my brother. You are indeed the chosen undead. Jun says, I mainly said that because I wanted Naked Katana Man to give you a little painful experience. Well, that he did. That he did. Tukatsuna says, I am fighting a boss fight in a DLC, and it's not hard, but it's complicated. In a Souls game? What music do you prefer, this, or 2, or the 1-in-1? I haven't heard a lot of music in Dark Souls 3 yet, but if we're going off the music of the hub world, I don't know. Not Dark Souls 1, that's for sure. Either this one or Dark Souls 2. I'm not sure I can decide between this or Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 had a very different feel to it. It had a feeling of hope. And it was bright and sunny. And I think the music really helped to reinforce that. This one feels darker, a bit sadder. But not all hope is lost. And I feel like the music conveys that as well. The music is very, you're safe for the moment vibes, yeah. Yes, Andre, that's so cool. Andre was not in Dark Souls 2, but he's back from Dark Souls 1. He doesn't want to see his work squandered. And do come back alive. He needs your business. Yes. Alright, what do we got? Reinforced weapon, infused weapon, repair equipment, a lot Estus, reinforced Estus flask. He can do that too? He's gained some skills since Dark Souls 1. Talk and leave. I don't even know what that means, a lot Estus. A lot uses for each Estus flask. Oh! So instead of having like 3 heals and 1 magic, you can have like 2 heals and 2 magic, or like 1 heal. Oh, I see. Is that free? I'll do 2 and 2. Actually, no. Well, I mean, I could. I have a heal spell. Heal Miracle. Estus, though, feels faster than my Heal Miracle. That's interesting. I guess I'll keep it 3 and 1 for now. Reinforced Estus Flask. No Estus Shard in inventory. Okay. Talk. Also, we have an ad starting soon, so thank you for those sticking around, helping support the show. It should be about 3 minutes long. Typically, it gives me enough time to use the restroom, but I'm good for now. But I will see you afterwards. It's in Dark Souls 3. Oh, you're ready on the Dark Souls 3 DLCs. Very cool.
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So handle them with care, if you would.
Okay, so it's just like Dark Souls 2. If they do ultimately break, you can bring them to a smith and he'll fix them for you.
There are 2 ways to smith weapons. Simple reinforcement is one, and infusion the other. Reinforcement is straightforward. It strengthens a weapon without altering its property. Infusion is a more advanced form of smithing that infuses an element. Reinforcement requires titanite, and infusion requires gems.
Oh, it's gems now.
Bring the stones, and I'll do the smithing. It's my purpose, after all. In battle, your weapons are your only friends. Forge them well, and they won't let you down.
The hurrah emote.
Another matter. Infusing weapons with gems requires a special kind of coal.
Coal now?
My humble coals won't be any use infusing more unusual gems. I know, it's an awful shame, but it's all I have. Oh, please don't give me that look. Believe it or not, I'm quite thin-skinned.
I wonder what happened to his forge in Dark Souls 1. Like, why is he here now? Why did he relocate? And how old is he? Haven't there been like thousands of years passed since Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2? And how many years have passed since between Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3? Your description is so accurate, your game sense is shocking me. Did you know that the light of the sun was just merely an illusion in Dark Souls 1? Not until a later playthrough. So, we beat Demon Souls... I think we beat Demon Souls 4 times. We beat Dark Souls 1 4 times. We beat Dark Souls 2 3 times. I don't know how many times we're going to have to beat Dark Souls 3 in order to get the Platinum Trophy. But yeah, in a later playthrough I did discover that the sun was fake. To consider this, I finished playing in 2022, and now I am playing the DLC without going to New Game Plus. I see. I think you will figure that out as you progress through the game. Okay. He doesn't look a day over 4,000. Marcus says, I went thin-skinned quickly at DLC bosses in Dark Souls 2.
Oh, by the by, if you find any Estus shards, bring them here. They can be used to reinforce either of your Estus flasks. Without those flasks, you'd want for life or focus. And they'll always stay with you. Why not treat them well? Huh?
So I have to choose which Estus flasks to reinforce. Unless there's like different kinds of Estus shards to reinforce different kinds of Estus flasks.
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large. But when overused,
okay.
When they're...
Now he's repeating himself. Oh, but he has no inventory. He has nothing to sell. Okay. Reinforced weapon. Can you reinforce my mace? What do I need? Damage goes up by 11. Oh, I can't see what's required. Souls or anything else. Oh, okay. I can see some of it. I need one more Titanite shard. Okay. I'll wait then. Oh, but I can't reinforce armor? There's no reinforcement of armor in Dark Souls 1? No. Unless it's done by a different smith.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Ooh, I can go into your shop. That's cool. Okay. I was curious if I took fire damage if I ran over the candles. Ooh, is that the Shrine Maiden up there? This is a big place. Nothing in here? Nothing in here. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was just my head going through the wall. I want to get that item that I saw earlier that leads you to the gate where the, that's locked from the other side. Oh, what does that say? Ah, destroy. Destroy? Destroy what? Maybe we release someone who eventually hides themselves down here and it's saying to destroy them. Nothing here. Are you crestfallen? Be wary of betrayal. You wouldn't betray us, would you?
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless.
Oh, don't say that.
Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. and they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire.
Really?
We're not fit to lick their boots.
That's what these are. The collapse emote.
Don't you think? What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. We're talking true legends.
Why are all the thrones here, though? That's weird. Alright, I guess I'll just talk to everybody first and I'll look around after that. Oh, who are you? Old codger ahead. The runbacks are the worst. Yeah, the Blue Flame Smelter Demon in Dark Souls 2 is a rough run. The Blue Flame Smelter Demon, Suralan. I would also say the regular Smelter Demon, and Lud and Zalin, the King's Pets, were rough runs. Be wary of Killjoy.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One.
Hello.
I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away.
That's fine, I'll pay you.
Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me.
Okay.
As is thy wont? No?
What are you selling? A lot of stuff. Embers, repair powders, purple moss clumps, cures poison, more fire bombs, prism stones. They look like Easter eggs. Homeward bone, white sign soapstone, dried fingers. I'm gonna buy all of this eventually just to have it. Tower key. Key to the dilapidated tower behind the shrine. 20,000 souls. Ooh, it's tempting to just save up our souls for that. We're like a quarter of the way there already. No, like a fifth of the way there. No, quarter of the way there. Soul Era. We're not using sorceries. Though eventually we're probably going to have to buy all the sorceries just for the collect all sorcery trophy if that exists in this game. Heal Aid. Slightly restore HP. Do we even have 3 attunement slots, though? Dagger, Short Sword, Scimitar, Halberd, Sorcerer's Staff, Talisman. What's the difference between a Talisman and a what I have? A torch! So the torch does exist in Dark Souls 3. Aww. I thought maybe it was purely a Dark Souls 2 thing. What else is there? Leather Shield, the Crimson Parma from Dark Souls 2, Warrior's Round Shield, Large Leather Shield, Chain Helm. Oh, this is the Crestfallen stuff. Chain Armor, Leather Gauntlets, Chain Leggings, Wood Arrows, Wood Bolts. What does this do? Talisman for casting Miracles of the Gods. Once a very common item among the ranks of the Old Way of White. Equip a talisman or a sacred chime to cast miracles. Miracles must be attuned at a bonfire before use. Skill Unfaltering Prayer. Temporarily increase poise while casting miracles, preventing enemy attacks from interrupting prayer. Works while equipped in either hand. Okay. Can I compare this to what I have now? I wonder which one is better. You know what? I got the souls. Let's just buy it. And we'll buy the unique miracle. Heal Aid. Okay.
Ashen One, if my wares are not to thy satisfaction, bring me umbral ash. With ash, I'll fashion new wares.
Restore upgrades.
Is it not our sorry fate to sup on death?
Interesting, interesting. Ashen One. Oh, is that what you're called in Dark Souls 3? You're an Ashen One? Finally killed that boss after 6 deaths. Congrats to Kitsune, congrats. Marcus says, my favorite boss is the Mirror Knight Ivory King was quite decent, and then I have to think quite long.
Knowest thou of that soppy gossip?
What gossip?
That cordial intrusion layeth the path to embers.
What?
And so thou art in need of a soapstone, Ashen One.
Isn't that for
Then
multiplayer?
thy pockets will overflow with souls to trade to me.
Oh. Maybe she means if you help other people beat bosses, you'll get souls and then you can pay her more money. That makes sense. Okay.
Ashen One, if bring me with... Is it not?
Okay.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
I will when I can. Okay, who are you?
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
Yeah, I died again.
I'm a firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Ooh, level up.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels. Ashen One, to be unsovereignless souls will... I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me...
Level up.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me.
That's a
Take
callback to
nourishment
Demon
from these
Souls.
sovereignless souls.
I like that. That was a callback to Demon Souls.
Manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow.
Part of that's the prayer from... Well, I don't know if it's a prayer. Part of that's what the Candle Maiden said in Demon Souls. Feeble, cursed one, says Marcusor. Yeah, because you come from the ashes. Okay. Alright, so we said that we're gonna go upgrade Vigor, Attunement, Endurance, Faith, and Strength. So I guess let's go in that order. Vigor. HP goes up by 24. Attunement. Let's see. Oh, upping your attunement also ups your magic, like your mana. Okay, your focus points. That maybe I did know that, or maybe I just didn't remember that. Endurance. Oh wait, I don't remember now. Does it use up endurance to cast miracles?
Farewell, Ashen One.
I'll try it.
May the flames guide thee.
Oh, she bowed. Oh, that's right. I was told to bow to her. That something cool would happen. Oh, she returns your bow. That is cute. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can heal myself and see if it uses up stamina. It does. Wow, it does. It uses up all of my stamina. Okay. Well, does it use up all of my stamina? Or does it only use up a certain amount of stamina and I just happen to have enough stamina? I don't know. But it definitely uses up stamina.
Ashen One, produce the coiled sword at the bonfire. The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords, to Lothric, where the homes of the lords converge. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
That's such a sweet callback to Demon Souls, for those people who have played it. Touch the darkness within me. She does a few other cute animations if you do other things too. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, we want Vigor. We want Attunement. Maybe I should leave Endurance alone for now. Well, no, we are gonna rely half on melee, so let's do Endurance. Okay, Stamina goes up by 2. That is not a big boost to Stamina. And Faith was another one. Okay. I guess we only have, like, so many souls because of that Katana guy. He gave us, like, 2,000. I wonder if he... No, he doesn't... He probably doesn't respawn. And Strength. Wow, we were able to upgrade all of our main stats. Look at that. Item discovery. Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. That's not strength. That's strength. Okay. I'm glad I noticed that. Weapon attack goes up by 1. Okay. Vigor, Attunement, Endurance, Strength, and Faith. Excuse me. Vigor, Attunement, yeah. Endurance, yeah. Faith, and Strength. Okay.
Retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms.
So what is everyone else's favorite Souls game so far?
Manifestations of disparity, elucidated.
I am curious.
Burrow deep.
Confirm.
Retreating.
Spend 4,055 souls and level up? Yes.
Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves. Ashen One, to be sovereignless, I will show thee, Ashen One. Breathe. Farewell, Ashen One.
She said to
May the
place
flames guide thee.
the coiled sword. Okay, so I guess she's the new Shrine Maiden. Visions of Ally. Ooh. Embed the coiled sword. Bonfire lit. Nice. Travel, attune spell, organize storage box. Now we have a storage box. Burn undead bone shard. What? And leave. Organize storage box. Okay, what do we want to put in there? Let's put... Broken straight sword. Wait, why is there an X on the Uchi Katana? Is it broken? Or do I just not have the stats to wield it? Just trying out. She does okay. Nice upgrades. Thank you, Fusion. Really? Markysaur says Dark Souls 2? Dark Souls 2 is your favorite, Markysaur? Squirmy's Deck says, gotta say, Elden Ring may actually trump them all. It's so freaking good. Omega answers Dark Souls 1. The OG, not even the remastered version. Cool. Finally, the storage box. Most important bonfire action for Orfeo. Yes. Those from previous solo streams will know that I tend to use the storage box a lot. And I know that in Dark Souls you have like unlimited carry capacity, but in Demon Souls, if you play Demon Souls, it really hammers micromanagement of your inventory into you. If you've played the Demon Souls remake, you'll know that when you come across an item, if you're already sort of over encumbered or your inventory is already too full, you can't pick it up. Not exactly. Instead, it goes straight to your inventory in the Nexus, then you have to leave where you are, go to the Nexus, see what you picked up, and then you can choose to equip it or whatever. In the OG Demon Souls, which is what I played on PS3, you are not given that option. In the OG version of Demon Souls, if your inventory is full and you try to pick up an item and you can't pick it up, at that point you have two choices to make. Choice one, you can drop something else that's on you to pick up that item, but then of course you're going to lose what you dropped. Or option two, you just don't pick up the item, but then you lose that item for the rest of the playthrough. And so you have to remember where that item is, come back in New Game Plus, already have enough of your inventory cleared out and in your storage so that when you go back to that same spot in New Game Plus, you can pick up that item. But basically you lose it for the entire playthrough. And so like, Demon Souls really, really hammers micromanagement into you. And so like, ever since then, like, ever since Demon Souls, it doesn't matter that I have infinite carry capacity in Dark Souls, it's just I always like micromanage my inventory really well. Or I try to. Maybe can't use the current stats? Okay. Sekiro. Fusion answers Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, then Elden Ring. Oh, so this is Fusion's second favorite Souls game. Bloodborne would be there, but you haven't played it. Okay, I gotcha. Dex? Oh, so it's a stat thing, okay. Marcus says, I haven't finished Dark Souls 3 yet, but I doubt it will be better than Dark Souls 2. We shall see, we shall see. Omega says, remastered, fixed some FPS issues, but other than that, it's the same with some lighting changes. Okay. Tukitsune says, I know Dark Souls 2 the most, so I'd like Dark Souls 2 the most. That makes sense, Tukitsune. And General Organa's here. Welcome on in, General Organa. How are you doing? And Organa has redeemed Hydrate. Very well. Cheers, Organa. Thank you for the hydration. Scormanek says, I've heard that when you do get used to Sekiro's playstyle, it instantly becomes your favorite. LOL. Could be true. Fusion says, Sekiro has the best sword gameplay I've ever played. I could understand that from Sekiro because you can't really do much else. Like, you have to use certain gear. When I've been told, like, you have to use a certain sword. And so it makes sense that because you only have one sword to really use, that the sword play is really good because everything is based around that one weapon and its playstyle. I feel the same is true of the Driver series. If you've ever played the racing game Driver, You Are the Wheelman. In the first game, which was on PC, I think, as well as the original PlayStation, you could only drive one car, and the car physics were amazing. I loved that game. In Driver 2, you could drive any car that you see out on the road, and I felt that the car mechanics were not nearly as good as they were with the car from the first game. So the more specialized the game forces you to be, the better the handling of that thing should be. Okay. So. But it's good to know that that's not broken. If it was, I would spend the souls to pull it out and repair it. I wouldn't use it, but I would repair it. Let's put my duplicate Cleric Sacred Chime away. Put away the East-West Shield. The Master's Attire. Master's Gloves. Was that everything? I think that was everything for now. What are these? Embers. Okay, those are like human effigies. Homeward Bones. I can't put any of this stuff away. Oh, we can use the soul consumables. I forgot about those. Burn Undead Bone Shard. None in inventory. Oh, I wonder if that's the same thing as the bone powder from Dark Souls 2 that gives you, like, stronger flasks. Travel. High Wall of Lothric. Symmetry of Ash. A Firelink Shrine. Symmetry of Ash. Eudix Gunder. The bonfire is named after him. Oh wait, so I have to use the bonfire in order to travel to the High Wall of Lothric? I can't just walk there? Okay. Alright. Fading Soul. Use, you selected, leave, discard. Leave selected, discard selected, use. I actually didn't mean to do that. That's fine. I meant to use them all. Use selected? Okay. Yes. So I typically use all soul consumables whenever I have them. I never hold on to them. Which is not strategic. I know. But that's just how I am. Alright, now something else I wanted to compare is I want to see what the difference is here between this and the talisman. Okay. So oh, those are different abilities? Gentle Prayer and Unfaltering Prayer? Okay. It looks like the scaling goes down. Faith goes from an A to a B. So it looks like maybe the Cleric Sacred Shine might be better than the Talisman. But it looks like the Unfaltering Prayer ability uses up less focus points. What do the abilities do? Unfaltering Prayer. Temporarily increase poise while casting miracles. Preventing enemy attacks from interrupting prayer. Okay. And then Gentle Prayer recovers HP for a period of time, albeit extremely slowly. Okay. So I can choose to have either a heal, a very slow heal over time, or I can choose to not be knocked out, basically extra poise while casting miracles. I feel like that would be more important for a battle mage, for a battle cleric, which is essentially what I am. But that's a skill that you have to use, right? It's not always active. I chose attribute requirement on the bottom. Try going to that right path back then. You selected, use the amount you select. Sometimes in Dark Souls 2, I forgot that I have souls to use. Completely forgot to use them. And when I remember I have like one level up in level 150. I mean, I've seen people like hold on to their soul consumables to just top themselves up. So like when they're only like 1,000 souls or 100 souls away, then they go to the bonfire and they pop one. I think I did that with Demon Souls, and I think I kind of did that with Dark Souls 1 to some degree, but late in Dark Souls 2 and late in Dark Souls 1 and in Dark Souls 2, I just always popped them. And if I lost them, I lost them. Okay. I like the idea of the extra poise while casting from the talisman. Oh, the talisman requires less of me. It requires more strength, but less faith. And it doesn't scale as highly with faith or strength. Okay. I still don't really understand, like, I understand weapon abilities now a little bit. I don't really understand, like, the skill of talismans. Like, so that I have to use the skill first, and then I can cast the miracle? I don't know, I don't know. Maybe someone can explain that to me with the talisman and the chime skills. Do I have to use them first and then use the miracle? Because that seems like it would drastically slow things down. But we have an ad starting in about 10 seconds. I'm going to go use the bathroom again. I'm going to get myself another cup of coffee because I'm empty. And then I'll come back. I will catch up with chat. And we will continue through the game. Boom. Okay, we are back. Thank you for your patience. I have an empty bladder and a full coffee cup, nearly full coffee cup. This, however, is my final cup of coffee from the pot. And some of you will know what that means. Typically, whenever I reach the end of my coffee, that is when stream stops. Though, I will say, for those who do not know, Saturday will be a celebratory stream for us. Charles mentioned earlier that he went through a 12-hour stream for reaching a follower goal on Twitch. Again, congratulations to Charles. We have achieved something similar. We broke 20 subscriptions on the Twitch channel. And due to that, this Saturday, we're having an 18-hour Dark Souls 3 stream. So for those of you who enjoy Dark Souls 3, swing on by. Keep me company sometime during the 18 hours. It's going to be a long one. Our game streams last a minimum of 4 hours. Unless, like, we're 3 hours away from beating the game or something. But they can always go for longer. Saturdays is going to go for a lot longer. Okay. Stream stops once my energy runs out from the final cup of coffee. Alright, okay. Which would you recommend I use for now? The Talisman or the Cleric Sacred Chime? I still don't understand the skill. I feel like the skill of the Talisman is more useful. But because the faith is higher, or the faith bonus is higher on the Chime, I feel like the Chime might be better to use for that. And if the skill is not always active, which I feel it should always be active. Yeah, I mean, if Gentle Prayer is extremely slow, then I see no problem for that to always be active. If the skill is always active, then I would prefer the Talisman. But if you have to activate the skill and then cast the miracle, that sounds pretty bad. Especially since there's a cost associated with activating the ability. So if I'm in battle and I want to cast my miracle and not have to worry about being interrupted, then I could use Unfaltering Prayer, but that would mean that I would have to, like, roll through an enemy's attacks, use the skill, roll through more attacks, then cast, and do that before the prayer effect wore off. And that feels like it adds extra time, it adds extra risk. Like, I don't feel that's a good thing at all. Like, I mean, maybe later on when I have more experience with the game, I could see myself using something like that. But for now, both of these seem pretty bad. I could see some usefulness in Cleric Sacred Chime. Like, if I'm exploring deep into an area, I haven't found a bonfire, I'm out of Estus, I'm almost out of focus points, and I need to do something, I need to get back my health some way, then yeah, maybe I can default to using Gentle Prayer from Cleric Sacred Chime. And get HP back that way and just hang out somewhere where it's safe and just let my HP go all the way back up. Or at least as high up as it would be able to. But I don't really see these being very useful. Fusion says, I didn't tell you because I want you to find out on your own. Okay, fair enough. Squirmedic says, I have no experience with magic in Dark Souls 3, so no idea, lol. Okay. Well, Fusion said, except you work it out for both of us. Never used magic in Dark Souls 3, I have no clue, says Tukitsune. Alright, we shall be pioneers. We are pilgrims and pioneers on this journey, discovering what these things do. Okay. I I think for now, then I'll keep Cleric's Sacred Chime. Actually, hold on. Am I equipped? I am in the equip menu. Let me look at... Okay, I have no buffs on right now. Let's see what happens when I equip this. I still have no buffs. Oh. Even when I switch to it, I have no buffs. Okay. Let's try and enact the item here. Okay, so that's the item skill. That's the prayer. That takes up a lot of mana. I'm just going to call it mana. Oh, wait. I think I figured it out. What's that down there? I want to try using force, but I don't want to be near anyone when I use it. Oh, I think this is where I was earlier. Okay. Oh, I get it now. Okay, okay. That's what this means. Well, now what about... What if I do this? Okay. I understand now. Alright, let's go back to the bonfire. Ooh, that was some impressive looking gear. Okay, so the difference is, with the prayer ability of Cleric's Sacred Chime, when I use it, when I use Gentle Prayer, my health regen starts for a period of time and I get health back. With the Talisman, I can use the Unfaltering Prayer as a substitute for the miracle that I have equipped, and it receives that bonus. So in other words, if I were going to cast the Force Miracle, I can either use L1 to simply cast it, assuming I have the Talisman equipped, or I can press L2 and I could still cast Force, but for 8 additional focus points, I would have increased poise while casting Force. So you invest 8 extra focus points in order to have an increased chance to continue to cast your miracle without being staggered out of casting your miracle. That's what it means. Okay, I like that. That makes sense. So do I want... And that's why the cost is less. Oop, I didn't even need that. That's why the cost is only 8 extra focus points instead of 13. Because Cleric's Sacred Chime does something completely different. It always heals you. Talisman just makes your ability stronger. Okay. In that case... I mean, once I start getting some offensive miracles, I would rather use Talismans. But until then, I feel like I'd kind of rather use the Cleric's Sacred Chime, maybe? I mean, if it scales with faith, I feel like maybe that means I would heal more. I don't know. What's the lore? What's the weight? Oh, they're the same weight. Okay. Yeah. I think for now, I'll just use Cleric Sacred Chime. And then when I get offensive miracles, that's when I'll toggle to using a talisman. Okay. Early game, having that extra heal from the Cleric Sacred Chime might be important. Oh, also, what about the other miracle? Oh, let me take that off. Heal Aid. Slightly restore HP. Miracle imparted as charity to those of little faith. A show of tolerance from the way of white. Slightly restores HP. Okay. Where's the FP cost? Number held, stored, FP cost, okay. Slots used. 27, 45, oh my. That's almost half the cost. Oh, but that's a slight heal, and that's an actual heal. Well, I'm sorry to say it, Force seems pretty... I mean, it can be funny at times, but it doesn't really seem to do much. So, what I'm going to do... is attune spell. I am going to get rid of Force. Rid of that. Attune Heal Aid. And attune Heal. And... that's it. Okay. Alright, we're ready. Now I have multiple heals. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Can I level up again? I can. Nice.
Ashen One, produce the coiled sword at the bonfire.
Done.
The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords. To Lothric, where the homes of the lords converge.
Now this is kind of interesting, because if this is the case, and I cannot walk from here to Lothric, I can only get there via bonfire, then this also reminds me of Demon Souls, because in Demon Souls you couldn't walk from the Nexus to the other areas. You had to use the Archstone portals to get there. So that's pretty cool. Also her dress makes me think of Demon Souls, because in Demon Souls she was called the Maiden in Black because she wore black. And here in Dark Souls 3, we also have a maiden draped in black. To Katsuna says, I baked an instant noodle, and now we'll eat while watching you. Sounds good. I could go for some noodle soup.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Okay.
These souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire.
I want to reorganize this. I want my priority to be vigor.
Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms.
I want my second priority to be attunement.
Elucidated by fire, burrow deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them
I want my third to be faith.
ash, casting themselves upon new forms. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations
Then
of disparity, elucidated by fire, burrow deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of
strength.
flame. Let them assume a new master, inhabiting ash, casting themselves upon new forms.
And then last, endurance.
Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire,
Okay.
deep within me,
So, vigor.
darkness beyond
+1.
the reach of flame.
HP goes up by, was that 30,
Inhabiting
24, 25, 26, 26. HP goes up by 27. Nice.
let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire.
All right.
Darkness beyond the reach of flame. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Okay, so when you level up with her, your HP automatically goes up to full. Okay. All right, let's explore. Oh, who's that? There's a little kid up there with a crown. Can I go talk to you? Read engraving. Saint Aldrich of the Deep. Ludleth the Exiled. Oh. I guess that's him. Holy King Lothric. Last hope of his line. Watchers of the Abyss. I guess they burn together as a group. Yorm the Giant of the profaned capital. Nope. Oh, he's over there. So far, I feel this place has a lot of callbacks to Demon Souls in its style. Hello there.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland.
Nice
Look
crown.
not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver. No need to be coy. Have a closer look.
So that's what they're called. The people who link the fire in ages past are called Lords of Cinder. those who assumed the throne, as they said back in Dark Souls 2. I see. Abyss Watchers! Oh no. Pulling Abyss Lysandra or into the bridge. Dark Souls 2 is the only Dark Souls to grow the health with other attributes. Interesting.
Knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast-fading flame must be licked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus.
He must have been really strong. Actually, he's about my size. Maybe. I mean, maybe like his legs got burnt off, I don't know.
Knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast-fading flame must be licked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a colossus. Treat the firekeeper not with discourtesy. She is much like thee, prisoners both, kept to link the fire.
That's how it was in Demon Souls. She was a prisoner. Okay, so I can see what this is. There's 5 thrones, but he's here by default. Which means just like all the other Souls games, you have to go out and battle 4 great ones, I guess, for their souls. But I guess here, you have to go and fight maybe the corpses of the 4 great ones who aren't here. And then instead of obtaining just their soul, I guess you sort of drag their carcass somehow via bonfire travel back here and they reassume their throne. And then when all the thrones are lit, or not lit, when all the 5 thrones are occupied, then I guess you walk into the center, channel their power, and you can choose to burn as the newest Lord of Cinder. Interesting, interesting. Abyss Watchers, all of them really? Yeah, I can see a lot of swords over there. So I guess they were an exception. I guess they fought as one, and so they were able to sacrifice themselves collectively as one to reignite the fire in their age. It's interesting. Okay. Well, it looks like to progress more with the story, we have to take the bonfire fast travel thing, but I'm not going to do that yet. I know there's areas in this place I haven't explored yet. There's at least one place that I haven't explored. Because there was an area near a locked gate door near the katana-wielding guy that it said it didn't open from that side. So I feel like maybe... Is that a player phantom? Yeah. I feel like maybe that is where we have to go. Or where we can go. Oh, there is something else I wanted to buy. I might not have enough souls to do it now, though. I mean, if not, I can always just poke my head outside, kill something, and then come back. Where is the other person? Where's the firekeeper? I wanted to buy that torch as like a little homage to Dark Souls 2. Wait, where am I? Oh, this isn't where I was before. What's up here? Oh, this is what you need 2,000 souls for to unlock this place. Okay, okay. To buy the key. Gotcha, gotcha. It's locked. Soul of a deserted corpse. There's a ladder we can kick down. Charging and then jumping off. Oh, it's a tree giant, like from Dark Souls 2. Oh, there's an item up there. Ooh. Wonder if I can get up there. Can I jump on the tree? Oh, 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 oh. What if I hit the tree? I can't hit the tree. Okay. It feels like, because of how it's leaning, that you can, like, run up the tree and then turn around and jump on the roof. Oh well. Very cool. Examine. A seed of a giant tree is yet to fall. Oh, that probably works the same way as it does in Dark Souls 2. Help with invasions. Okay, very cool. Where is the lady? I'm also curious who is who. Unless there's two different people? Like, I guess that's the Shrine Maiden there. I don't even know her name. She spoke to me, I have no idea what her name is. She probably introduced herself as well. What's her name?
Produce the mark to love.
Firekeeper. Okay, so she's a Firekeeper. Well, if you're a Firekeeper, then who's this person over here? Because she looks like a Firekeeper from Dark Souls 2. Though there weren't really any Firekeepers in Dark Souls. Well, I mean, you could argue there were. They were retired.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
She's the Shrine Maiden. Shrine Handmaid. Okay. Interesting. So it's flipped. Okay. In Demon Souls, the Firekeeper and the Shrine Maiden were the same person. In Dark Souls 1, she was just called the Firekeeper. In Dark Souls 2, there existed Firekeepers, but they were retired, except for the Emerald Herald, who may or may not have been a true Firekeeper. And then here you have both. You have a Shrine Maiden, and you also have a Firekeeper. But the Shrine Maiden looks like the Firekeeper from Dark Souls 2, and the Firekeeper looks like the Shrine Maiden from Demon Souls. That's interesting. It's kind of flipped. Tukitsune says, I play in offline mode to not provoke intruders while I'm out. I'm not really that worried about intruders in Dark Souls 3. I'm not asking to be invaded, but if the intrusion works the same way as it does in Dark Souls 1, where you have to be a human to be invaded, and your health doesn't really look like it goes down that much when you're hollowed, then I'll probably just play most of the game hollowed, so I won't really have to worry about it. In Dark Souls 2, you can be invaded at any time. It doesn't matter if you're hollowed or not. Tukitsuna says, the torch is an important feature to spoilers. Only know by watching some videos. Oh, this trumpet's very tricky. It looks like once you're up, you can drop down easily enough to get those items, but if you're down, it seems kind of tricky. You did the jump, it's really tricky, but a good one? Okay, indeed tricky. If you use the seed, the invader will suffer from the mobs. Never used before. Play mainly in offline Dark Souls. Gotcha. Yeah, that was the same in Dark Souls 2. The name of the Emerald Herald is Shadowlot. Yes. Shadowlot is an interesting person. I do wonder what became of her. Okay. How much is that torch? There it is. Torch is 300 souls. Okay. How many souls do we have on us?
Be sure to bring more souls.
I definitely will. Okay, so I need 209 souls. Soul of a deserted corpse. I need 9 souls. Oh, sorry. Okay. I want to go get 9 souls and then come back and buy the torch. Just because that is like an homage to Dark Souls 2. And because I now know it's tied to something important, thanks to Tukitsune. But I mean, I would have bought it anyway. Sooner rather than later. Just because I don't know exactly what to do with it. I don't know if you can... I mean, if... Maybe it's like an Easter egg? Like a callback to something from Dark Souls 2? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm trying to get out of here via the way that I came. That's not it. So I can just wander outside, clock someone over the head, get my 9 souls, and then come back and buy the torch. No, that's not it. That's not it. Did I go entirely the wrong way? I did go entirely the wrong way. Okay. Here we go, here we go. Nope, nope, that's not right. Well, wait, let me think this through. When I came in, I could see this throne from far away. So, it's over there, okay. Okay. I just had to reorient myself. Here we go, here we go. He didn't respawn, did he? The samurai guy? No, okay, he's still gone. Oh, I wonder if the key you purchased to enter that tower, I wonder if that somehow connects over here, and it's like a mini dungeon, and you loot that item, and then you exit from there to come out here. Maybe that's what this is. That could be it. Okay, so he doesn't respawn. Alright. So there should... Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Look how he holds his head. Must have a splitting headache. I will help end your headache for good. There we go. Okay. Now we can buy the torch. Am I going the right way? Yes. Oh, I took damage. How did I take damage?
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Purchase item. Torch. Does have durability, does have weight. A simple makeshift torch made from an oily rag wrapped around the end of a stick. Torches such as these are the easiest way to illuminate one's surroundings, but their use comes at the cost of occupying a hand that would otherwise be free. Could be used as a rudimentary weapon to inflict fire damage. It possesses no skill, being an ordinary basic tool. So it works exactly the same as, as it did in Dark Souls 2. I wonder if you can light it anywhere, or you have to light it from a fire source. And I'm guessing just by having it lit, maybe that eats into the durability of the item. Well, let's find out. It's an item, not a consumable. So...
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Okay. Am I fat rolling? $18.9 of 47. I'm not even at 50%. I shouldn't be. Oh, it's... Wow. That feels broken. Like, the torch is already lit when you pull it out. You don't have to worry about bringing, like, the butterflies with you from Dark Souls 2 or having to light it off a nearby fire source. It's just always lit. That is awesome. What if I swing it? Oh. Okay, you hold L1 to hold up the torch. That's cool. What about the L2? Okay, L2 is you swing it. Okay. I'm not seeing it degrade as far as damage goes. Do I have any timer to the torch? Or is it just done through sheer durability? It doesn't look like it's degrading. I have infinite torch time? The way it works, same as Dark Souls 2? Okay. He doesn't respawn. Praise the sun. Yeah, I'm not seeing the durability go down on the torch. So I have infinite torch time, and the torch is already lit whenever I pull it out. That feels so broken. In a good way. Okay, have I explored everything here then? Let me rest to get my health back. Okay, so we have two options. Option one, we can go to the Lothric place through the Firelink Shrine Warp. Or option two, actually I guess we have like 4 options. Option 2, we can grind, but I might do that off stream, until we have 20,000 souls to buy the key to the bell tower, and then go explore that. Option 3 would be we go back to the very first bonfire, and we head in the direction that we're told not to go. Option 4, we can continue running around, exploring this place until we've explored every nook and cranny. Though I think we've sort of exhausted 4, or if not, we've almost exhausted 4. Yeah, that does help. Okay, this was a really good investment. I love the fact that the torch exists in Dark Souls 3. I love the fact, though it feels a bit cheap, that whenever you bring it out, it's always lit. And I love the fact that you have infinite torch time. It doesn't look like its durability goes down at all. I mean, if I use it as a weapon, its durability will probably go down, but it looks like it just stays lit forever. Like, that's pretty awesome. It's broken, but at the cost of a hand space and weight. I'm fine with that. In Dark Souls 2, it also takes up a hand slot. Now, you don't have to equip it, like, in your equip menu. But when you use it, whatever item you were holding in your left hand is replaced with the torch. So I'm okay with that. What does this say? Destroy? Is there something here I'm not seeing? Maybe there's an illusory wall down here. Or maybe we'll just free someone, should we choose to, and they'll be standing here, and they'll be one of those characters that will eventually kill everyone here, unless we kill them first. That could be it, too. Squirmy Duck says, I have to head off. Thanks for a fantastic intro Dark Souls 3 stream. Well, thank you for being here, Squirmy Duck. Perhaps I will see you again soon. Tukitsuna says, and at a cost of a fire butterfly that costs 300 souls. Yeah, you don't even have to use a fire butterfly or a flame butterfly, whatever it was called. Yeah, it's free. I'd like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so I think we're done exploring here, so that kind of drops our options down to 3. Explore the turn back area from the beginning of the game, or go to the Lothric place. Artorias! It's Knight Artorias! His armor set's in this game. Very cool. Or we can grind. Well, I killed the person outside. How many souls did that get me? Let me go up. How many souls do I get per kill? Oh, I also want to go back and try that jump again. Oh, I get 24 souls per kill. So that would take a long time then. Times 10. I'd have to kill like almost 1,000 of these enemies to get enough souls to buy the key. Now, if the Uchigatana guy respawned, I would just use him. I would just like try to get him to like jump off the edge like a few times, and use the souls I got from that to buy the key. But that doesn't really appear to be an option. So that's also probably why he doesn't respawn. It's not just the fact that he's like a mini boss and he's super hard and you get his gear. It's also the fact that if you know how to beat him, you could use him to farm souls and probably level up really quickly, at least at the beginning of the game, and like buy the key sooner rather than later. Okay. How do I get back to where I was? I think I have to go back to... Yeah, I have to go back to the entry, and then go upstairs, and then... Okay. Okay, I got this. Fusion says, I would say go back past where the devs said not to go if you want something to do. The good grind is only available in very late game. Is the right path. Oh, so going back to where the devs said not to go is the correct route? The bonfire will deliver thee to Lothric. Well, right now I'm trying to deliver myself back to the top of the roof to try that jump again. That's what I'm trying to do. Is this it? No, this is where I came from. Oh, it's here it is. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's how I took damage. Maybe. It looks like I got close there. I jumped into the white bricks there instead of over here, but it looks like I almost did it. Too late. Oh, wrong way. It's not the right path, but something you can do between now and the end of the stream, says Fusion. I would hold off going to the next area since most of the normal viewers don't seem to be here. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. There's only one way to do progress right now, says Makisor. Marcus says, I was also running around and searching. Okay. Alright, well, if that's what's recommended, then I shall do that. It looks like if I can't make this jump, eventually I can open that bell tower. It looks like it might lead over there. Like maybe I can get out of here somehow and then go that way and then kick the ladder and climb up or something. I don't know. I might try this a couple more times. I have to use the restroom again. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, I'll probably come back and try this jump again, and then we might explore the do not go here area. So, burb again. Okay, we're back again. Alright. Pop my earbuds back in. Okay. Is the right earbud? It is, okay. Alrighty. Okay, so. I wonder if I can jump up here and then just walk over there. I wonder if that's a thing. Can I even stand on there? I can stand here. I'll try to jump into the wall. See if that works. Oh, I can't jump that far. Okay. I can't climb here, can I? Can I? No. I thought maybe I discovered like an alternate route, like maybe you don't have to buy the key. Maybe you can go up and around. That was the case in Dark Souls 1 with the Dark Root Garden. Like, you could spend 20,000 souls to buy the Crest of Artorias, or you could climb a really long ladder next to a waterfall and get in the back way for free. Charging and then jumping off. Okay, so maybe it means to charge from here into the upraised tree branch and then jump up there. Maybe that's what that means. Fusion says, I can offer one minor hint if you like. A very minor hint. Very minor hint for what? Getting up here? Or something else? The jump. Oh, okay. Alright, go for it. What is your hint? Because if I do not do this now, I can tell you that I'd probably, like, spend the next 20 to 30 minutes doing this off stream. The tree is your friend. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to line myself up with the message. It looks like I can run this way. And it looks like I get propped up right here on this tree branch. And maybe I can jump from here to the roof. Last time I did it, and I got up pretty high, but I bumped into there instead of going this way. So I wonder if now I just have to time it correctly. That was too soon. I felt that was too late. I didn't even go up that time. Maybe I have to run up the tree. Is that it? What if I jump into the tree? Okay, so you jump into the tree, but... Okay. Okay. So if I run and jump up the tree, I'll go flying. Maybe it's not this way, maybe it's that way I have to go? You do not jump into the tree. You're doing too much. Okay. Do not jump into the tree. I can't knock it down. I was doing it right before, then you start doing crazy things. Okay. So that's what I was doing before. I wonder how much extra HP the ring gets me. I'm curious about that. Let me see. Wait, what's my... Max HP 454. $485. 450. So I gain 31 HP. That's not bad. Not at this point in the game. Think closer. Closer. Oh! I feel like I almost had it right there. Once you do it, you realize how simple it is. Well, once I do it once, I'm probably not going to do it again. I wonder if that item's really worth it. I'm guessing it's just a soul. That would be pretty cool if that turned out to be a soul consumable worth like 20,000 souls. And you can either use that to like buy the key now or just to gain a bunch of levels. I would totally use it to buy the key. That was your best attempt yet? Hmm. More in. Okay, so it feels like I have to jump at a very sharp angle. I did it! I did it! That felt good. Yes, we did it! We did it! I did it! Yes, yes, we did. Applause. Thank you for the Congo Rats fusion. 3 homeward bones. I guess this early in the game that was actually worth it. Once I have the homeward miracle, I'll no longer need to use homeward bones. But for now, it's worthwhile. Or they're worthwhile, I guess. Is there anything else I can do while I'm up here? There is. I see a nest. Oh, are the crows here too?
You. Me, Picklebee. Me, Bumperum.
They are here. Or at least he's here. Sorry, I don't mean to walk through your nest there.
Me, Picklebee. Me, Bumperum.
Oh, maybe there are two of them up there. One's named Picklepea and one's named Pumperum. An Estus Shard! What do they do? Did I have that before? No, I had an Ember before. Increases usages of Estus Flask. Nice. A shard soaked in Estus. Give to the blacksmith at the shrine to increase usages of the Estus Flask. In the old days, it was rare to see an Estus Flask far from its owner, but this shard offers hope, however shattered. Oh, that's so cool! That's what the Emerald Herald would say in Dark Souls 2. That she would offer hope, however shattered. That's a nice little homage. Especially since the idea of Estus Shards was introduced in Dark Souls 2. Alright, is there anything else up here? Not that I can see. Okay. All that for some lousy bones. Picklebee Pumperum reminds me of those darn Teletubbies. Never saw a Teletubby show. Because this is the jump system in the Dark Souls 3 keyboard is like the Dark Souls 1 jump. Hold escape to run, release, and press again. I like the Dark Souls 2 jump. Hold space and shift, and then the wheel. It's worthy to continue. Good, don't watch Teletubbies. Okay. Ooh, I almost fell there. I wonder if this is an illusory wall. I was right! That's pretty cool. That was a guess. Okay, so what was the purpose of coming here? Because I don't see any items anywhere. Unless this was just like an illusory wall for the sake of an illusory wall. Unless the area back here is a place you can't normally access. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, there's the fire throne. It looks like you can run through. No, maybe not. Why did you bring me here, game? Why did you let me come this way? What's the point of this? Because I don't want to have to do that jump again. Are one of these illusory? I don't think they would be. Not an archway. An illusory arch? I don't think that's a thing. Typical 90s odd kid show. Alright, before I drop off there, I want to see if there's anything else. If any of these other paths are illusory. No. Okay. Oh, from here I can get a better look. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like there is a path that goes up behind the throne.
You.
I feel like maybe one of these can be illusory, but the impatient souls person in me doesn't want to like run all the way around and hammer on every single archway to see whether or not one of these is illusory, though I'm doing that anyway. No, I'm just gonna go drop on the other side.
You.
Okay. What was the point of this? Okay, so if you're down there... Oh, this is sectioned off from the rest of the place. Chain is curved backwards. I'm gonna guess this is not a mimic. If this were a mimic, that would be pretty funny. But also kind of messed up. Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. Wow, from the very beginning? From the very beginning, we have the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. That is crazy. Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. Fallen foes yield more souls. A silver ring depicting a snake that could have been, but never was, a dragon. Fallen foes yield more souls. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. If one's shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it is time for some old-fashioned greed. All right. I mean, eventually I'm going to take this ring off once I have better rings. But it's pretty cool that for now, since I only have 2 rings, that I have a ring to boost up my soul count. The chain works as always, 100% worthy. Yes, it was not like that in Dark Souls 2. Will I die? No. Okay. I feel like in Dark Souls 1 that would have killed me. Maybe even in Dark Souls 2 that would have killed me. That was quite the drop there. Alright. We're doing pretty good. We've leveled up a few times. We have a couple rings. Oh, we have an Estus shard. That's right, that's right. Okay. Let's go. Actually, let's heal first, and then we'll go talk to Andre. What I do not know, though, is... And I guess I'll figure this out once I get there. Can I use the Estus shard that I found to upgrade either Estus flask? Or to, like, you need orange Estus shards to upgrade the orange Estus flask and blue shards to upgrade the blue flask. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Because at any time you can speak to Andre and you can, like, shift them at your will. So, like, I could put all 3 into, like, blue or... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question. It's irrelevant which one you bump up.
Ah, well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
My Estus Flask. Reinforce. Use Estus Shard to reinforce Estus Flask? Yes. Reinforced Estus Flask, increasing number of uses. A lot Estus. Alright, we're at 4 and 1. I guess for now I'll keep it at 4 and 1.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Alright, we're gonna go with Fusion's recommendation. You never use the blue one? Well, that makes sense for you because you don't use magic. We're gonna go with Fusion's recommendation, and we're gonna head back to the area where we're not supposed to go. I don't know how big the area is, but we'll find out. And then our travels through there might conclude today's stream. Alright, travel to the Cemetery of Ash. Our first teleportation. It's not big, quite small. You can finish it and end stream. Okay. I was just going to ask if you're going to go there. That does look like one of the bell towers. I wonder if that's... That would make sense. I wonder if that's the bell tower from Dark Souls 1. Obviously not the one in Blighttown. But if that's the one near the Undead Parish, and maybe the Undead Parish fell apart and a new building was built up next to the bell tower. Because Andre, like, his base was near that bell tower. So that would make sense why he's over there. Interesting, interesting. Okay. I also don't remember where the thing was now. Was it back this way? Who are you? I think this is the beginning of the game. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is, okay. Maybe he'll know where the alternate path goes. Excuse me. You know where the alternate path goes? I don't think he knew. I wonder if I'm going the wrong way. It feels weird that they only take a single slash at me. I mean, it is a tutorial area, but... Like, I'm used to in Dark Souls 2, where every enemy bases their attack patterns off, like, 3-hit combos. So it's like you always just stand there and count 1, 2, 3, and then move into hit. That's the correct way? Okay. Turn back. We did earlier. Now we shall press forward. I wonder if there's a boss this way. Like an optional boss. Just like there was an optional Rhino boss in Things Betwixt in Dark Souls 2. Oh, he's over there fighting something, it looks like. Okay, there's an item over there. Oh. It's a crystal golem, like from Dark Souls 1. A really big one. Oh, I think they're actually weak to blunt weaponry, because they're made of crystal, they're not made of flesh. So, he should be easier to kill with a mace than a bladed weapon. Aren't we lucky? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna leave him alone for right now. Maybe he'll stay over there. I mean, it will have it. Oh. 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 You know what? I'm good. Okay. So he's not a crystal golem. He is a crystal lizard? Thing? That can breathe ice of some kind. Ah! That hurt. He's a roly-poly. He's like a larger version of the ice hedgehogs from Dark Souls 2, it seems. Crystal lizard, yes. I mean, if he is a giant crystal lizard, that'd be pretty cool if he dropped another Titanite shard. Because I only need one more to upgrade my mace. Oh, he heard me. You don't like the ice hedgehog? Died a lot to them with... yeah. I died a fair number of times to them, too. There's my souls. Okay. So my weapon should work well against him. I'm probably going to get something good by killing him, and that's probably a good item over there. Looks like it can also go that way. Maybe. Okay, he doesn't see me yet. That's good. Okay. I wonder if I can zone him. Let me plan my escape route. I typically do that in Dark Souls 2. Okay, so if I were to try to zone him, I could bring him out here. Is there a... If I ran back and came down here, I could try to keep the bowl in between he and I. He probably can only roll in a straight line. So he would roll, hit the bowl, it would push him off, he would roll in a different direction, I could run up behind him, smack him once with the mace, and then I could run back behind the bowl for defense. That sounds like a good idea. I do need to eliminate these two first, though. Can I sneak up for the backstab? Maybe. Yep. Nice. Okay. Nice. Oh, that's the guy from criticals. Okay, never mind. He's not a boss or mini-boss, by the way. Just a normal enemy. Ooh. Okay. So I guess for me here, for the purposes of the tutorial area, he's kind of like a mini-boss. But later on in the game, he'll be like a normal enemy. That's kind of scary to think that. Alright, alright, alright. Where'd he go? Hello? Oh, he went back. He's still coming. Plan is working. So far, anyway. Ah! Why does my lock-on keep breaking here? So anytime my line of sight is broken by anything, even his ice crystal, whatever, then my lock-on breaks. That stinks. Okay. So it seems like so far Dark Souls 3 has the worst lock-on system. You know what? Ah! I feel like he's too tough for me to fight right now. So I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna go for the item. Soul of an unknown traveler. Nothing here? Nothing here. Well, it's bad when you try to do these cheap tactics. Just fight him head on. He's not hard. I hit him twice. He lost almost no HP. You can kill him, but it's a hard fight if you're not leveled up, yeah. Get good. Hey, Amadeo. How's it going? Marcus says, I used the default lock-on or target system, and I see no problems with it so far. Yeah, for me, the lock-on kept breaking. Like, I can't lock on from here. Even though I can see him and there's plenty of daylight. Once he does that and the crystal pops up, I lose my lock-on ability with him. I lost lock on again. Oh, did I just stagger him? I lost lock on again. Oh. I lost lock on again. Lost lock on again. Lost lock on again. I'm dead. Yep. Marcus is off for now. See you tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, distance is always an issue in Dark Souls. Every time he rolls, you will lose lock on. That's annoying. Looks like a giant crystal lizard. Did you kill him, Markysaur? Okay. All right. Let's go back to Firelink. I'm going to put all of my Estus shards into the health recovering Estus bottle. You can always come back and kill him later. I mean, I had him like halfway down. Soul of an unknown traveler. Soul found in the corpse of an unknown traveler. I wonder how many souls that would give me. Maybe like 100. Maybe 1,000. But I think I need more than 1,000 to level up now. I need... yeah, 1238. I guess that would make sense if I put all of my Estus shards into my heal Estus, because the only miracles I have right now are heal miracles anyway.
Ah, well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
A lot. Estus. Confirm.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
He was over half. Literally like 2 to 3 hits away. Yeah, it was not 2 to 3 hits. You blame the game for that? You're almost killing the lizard. Cemetery of Ash. Alright, let's try it again. We're gonna, well, once we get into his little lair there, we'll two-hand the mace. wonder if maybe I had the right idea with my strat. Almost. Like, maybe I should bring him back here and fight him here. Because part of what was making that fight difficult was that once he rolled past me, it took a really long time. Well, not a really long time, but it took a while to run up to him and then hit him and then get away. But if he's in a smaller arena, so long as I can dodge his hit, I can run in, get 1 or 2 quick hits, and then dodge away. Maybe that would work. How fast is my swing? Okay. Now how fast is it two-handed? It takes a little bit longer. Not really that much, though. I'll just kill you for good measure. Can I backstab someone if I'm two-handing the weapon? I can. Okay. No, I just kill him in his area? 2 to 3 is to make you go back, lol. Alright, I'll try it once more in his arena. If it doesn't work out, then I'll bring him into mine. I just really dislike that I keep losing lock-on. I feel like that would not be the case in, like, a different Souls game. Oh, I thought I actually staggered him right there. I didn't know he was trying to bite me. Oh, I missed. Yes! Titanite scale! We did it! Yes. Where's our cheer? Where is it? There it is. We did it! We are victorious! Yes! Is that the best emote? The best cheer emote? Jump for joy? What's that one look like? Nah. I guess for now we'll keep the joy. That's decent. Okay. Keep trying to stagger him. Yeah, we're able to stagger him twice. Actually, I think we staggered him thrice. You can move and heal. I notice you keep standing still to heal. Yeah, that's because that's what I'm used to being forced to do in the other Souls games. Thank you for the GGs, Amadeo. Hildy. Thank you for the Congo Rats Fusion and Tukitsune. 4,500 souls. Do I have 40? Oh, wow. Yeah, I do. Lucky I was wearing the covetous silver serpent ring, too. Maybe that only would have got me like 4,000 souls or 4,200 souls were it not for that ring. Well, we are on our way. That got me more souls than the first boss. And you said that's just a normal enemy? So if I go to the bonfire and I come back, I can fight him again? I'm not going to do that. But, but he'll just respawn. Because if so, then basically I fight him like 5 more times and I have enough souls to buy that key. You need to get in the mindset of moving and healing. It's going to bite you in the butt standing still. No, he won't respawn. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only time you could heal and move at the same time was when you're using life gems in Dark Souls 2, but I very rarely use life gems. It wasn't until like New Game Plus Plus that I really started to use life gems. There's the bonfire. Get up! Oh wait, what is that scale thing? Titanite scale reinforces soul transposed weapon to +4. Oh. It has writing on it though, like a Dark Souls 1 Titanite slab. Titanite altered by a soul reinforces soul transposed weapon to +4. Weapons forged by soul transposition can only be reinforced by Titanite of the same kind. In rare cases, crystal lizards devour souls, growing to monstrous proportion and leaving these great scales. Interesting. Alright, I want to go have a peek. Back at the area we just killed him. He doesn't respawn because, you know, that would be easy souls at the beginning. Like a demon titanite. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I wouldn't have described it like as easy. But once I get more familiar with the combat system, maybe it would be. Well, we can either save the souls until we hit 20,000 and then come back and buy that key, or we can use them now to level up. Any votes as to which to do? Level up or buy the key? Well, not buy the key, but save up for the key. Level up. Alright, we shall level up. I can also pop this consumable. Let's see, Fading Soul. 50, just like from Dark Souls 2. And the Soul of an Unknown Traveler. 800. Alright. 5707. I wonder when we shall get our first offensive miracle. And I wonder what it will be. Firelink Shrine. Oh, the Bone Wheel Shield is here? Does that mean the Bone Wheel Skellies are here too? Well, they weren't that bad in Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 2, they're actually really easy to beat. In Dark Souls 1, they are ridiculously hard. Okay.
Ashen One, produce the coiled sword at the bonfire.
Why does she keep telling me that?
The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords.
Oh, probably because I haven't been to the land of lords yet.
Where the homes of the lords converge.
So in Dark Souls 3, the land of lords is called Lothric, not Lordran. Mocheventia, how are you doing? Welcome on in. We spent 6 hours playing Dark Souls 3, and we haven't gone past Firelink Shrine. This is true. Not bad? Nice.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Yes, we just started today with our very first playthrough of Dark Souls 3. We are really enjoying it. It's definitely different from the other Souls games. It does have a lot of cool little homages to previous games in the series. Dark Souls 1, 2, and Demon Souls. And I really love the callbacks to the earlier Souls games. Especially Demon Souls, because it reinforces my theories that Demon Souls is connected to the rest of the Souls series. Alright. We're going to put a point into attunement. So, mana goes up by 4. And then faith. Oh, faith raises our defenses as well. Okay. Magic, fire, lightning, and dark resist or dark defense go up by 1. That's nice. And how many more times can I level up here? What was after that? Faith would be strength. Alright. Weapon attack goes up by 1. So I guess that's what strength scaling is when it's at C. Every 1 point into strength, your weapon attack goes up by 1. I'd say that's more like a D, but okay. Attunement, 15 to 16. Faith is going up from 17 to 18. Strength is going up from 13 to 14. Okay. Next time we can level up, I'll drop another point into endurance. She just keeps going and going, doesn't she? Yes.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Okay. Let's see here. to consider this wheel skeleton in Dark Souls 2, the nerf hit like a pin plon plon. Yeah. The skelly from the wheel skelly from Dark Souls 2 hit you and it did almost no damage. But that was replaced by the ice hedgehog. When the ice hedgehog hits you in the DLC 3 of Dark Souls 2, it was almost as bad as the wheel skellies from Dark Souls 1. Not quite as bad, but almost. Much of a news says DLC is really good. I went butt naked with a club. Depraved. So we started as a cleric. You can probably tell that from our currently equipped gear. And we're going to be trying to go through with nothing but miracles and melee, blunt weaponry only. Every once in a while we might use throwables, but it's going to be rare. We have 2 rings. Our starting gift was the life ring, so more HP. And we also found the covetous silver serpent ring here in Firelink, so that's going to help us. And yeah. We don't have any offensive miracles yet. We sort of had one called Force, but we tried it. It didn't appear to be that good. So I swapped that out for the Heal Aid miracle, and now we have 2 healing miracles. So we also found an Estus Flask shard, so now we have 5 Estus, which is quite nice. And yeah, we are on our way. Tukitsuna says, and the Ice Hedgehog has the Thorns ring. You get hit by hitting them. Oh, I never noticed that. Maybe because I was so far away, since I used a ranged weapon, I used a whip. That could be. But how long have we been going now? Let's see. This stream has gone on for... three and a third hours. Before that, we had a 3/4 hour stream, and then right before that, we had a 2 and 2/3 hour stream. We were having network issues earlier, that is why. But things seem to have smoothed out now. Hopefully, we'll have smooth streams tomorrow. Let me see who else is going right now. Okay, I think I know where we're gonna go. So yeah, we've been going now for about 6 hours, maybe a little bit more than 6 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and call stream here. We knocked out the tutorial area. We went through, and off stream I'm probably gonna just go to the lady and right over there and read more item descriptions. That might bore people, so I'll just do that off stream. And yeah, we knocked out the tutorial area, we beat the first boss, and we beat the giant crystal lizard, and we leveled up quite a lot. So, things are looking good. So we're going to carry the Souls vibe forward. We're going to raid Lady in a Dress. She is streaming Dark Souls Remastered. It is her first playthrough. And, I think I don't know what she's doing. She's been playing now for 3 hours, but at the end of her last stream, she beat the Bed of Chaos. So, yeah, I'm not sure what she's actually doing. Maybe, I know she hasn't found the DLC yet, though. But yes, we'll set up a raid for her. June says 6+ hours. World record set at slowest completion of tutorial area. We did it! Type. Fusion redeemed Congo Rats. Thank you again for the Congo Rats, Fusion. So yes, if you would like to join me in heading on over to the stream of Lady in a Dress. Like I said, it is her first playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. She has played, I think she's played, I want to say she's played Elden Ring and Sekiro, but I'm not sure about those. But she's going through all the Souls games just like we are. She's just approached, I think, from a different angle. I think after this one, she might be going either into 2 or 3. I'm not sure that she's even sure yet. she's heard mixed things about 2. So, yes, if you want to join me heading on over there, show her some support. That's where I'm going to be for the rest of the night. And then we will be back tomorrow for another RPG Afternoons stream session. We're going to pick up from here. We're going to use our bonfire and venture into Lothric. So that will be our first stream beyond the tutorial area, I guess, beyond Firelink. And then Saturday, we're going to have an 18-hour stream session of nothing but Dark Souls 3. So we'll see how far we make it during that 18 hours and how far we make it tomorrow. But thank you again for everyone who came out. Thank you, Charles, for the raid. Thank you, everyone, for being here, keeping me company in chat. Thank you for the subscription renewals. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for having fun with me. So I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow, perhaps, or maybe in the stream of Lady in a Dress. Bye.